Now, I think there's never been a better time to learn Spanish than today. There's so many programs on the market that you can use. You don't even need to go to a class. I mean, it is great if you do go to a class, but if you haven't got time, then you can use one of these programs. Now, I've been looking at these programs over the past few weeks, and the ones which have stood out in particular are Rocket Spanish, Michelle Thomas, and Rosetta Stone, and a really good book called Streetwise Spanish, but that's for more advanced learners of Spanish. Now, when you're looking at these programs, when you're deciding on one, obviously price is a big factor. Now, Rocket Spanish, in my opinion, is very good value for money. Rocket Spanish, it's all online. All the lessons are online. And it really does start at the beginning. So the first thing that you learn is hello, how are you, what is your name? Quite traditional format of learning the language. And then you've got Michelle Thomas, which focus heavily on repetition. And basically, for Michelle Thomas, you just relax and it's audio and you listen, and you're not supposed to be taking any notes or anything. You just learn passively. And then you've got the Rosetta Stone one, which is much more visual. It's a software program, and it's supposed to be like an immersion course. Now, I think because of the type of learner that I am personally, if that had been around when I first started learning Spanish, I think that would have really suited me. You know, because it's visual. And I mean, there's three main types of learners. There's learners who learn by listening, those who learn by watching, and those who learn by doing. Okay, so your audio methods are better for those who learn by listening, okay? People who are good at learning by lectures, by being spoken to. Like if someone were to give you directions, you would fare better if they told you the directions, whereas I would need to see them written down. And then there are people who need to actually be taken. They're learners who learn by doing. Now, these programs, and especially these ones which say, oh, 30 days to learn a language, they don't work. You cannot learn a language in 30 days. That's impossible. You cannot do it. It takes years. It takes absolutely years and dedication, and some people will learn quicker than others. Simple as that. But I think a lot of people learn quickly because they find the method which suits them best. That's their secret. Now, if you're following one of these programs, like Rocket Spanish, you need to fill in the gaps. Okay, now, particularly for the Michelle Thomas one, that is, there's very little vocabulary as such in that, so you need to fill in the gaps with a good dictionary and material, real material, like books, magazines. It helps if you pick material in something you're interested in. So for example, if you're into golf in English, then get magazines on golf in Spanish. You know, you will learn better if it's something you're interested in and it's something that's relevant to your life. So when you come to play golf in Spain, you have all the necessary vocabulary. It's no good if you're into cooking, into baking, into cross stitch, and you buy a magazine on golf. You're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to learn anything from it. So stick to your interests. Okay, so if you use real materials, that's how you can fill in the gaps from these lessons, because these programs don't provide everything that you need. So you will also need, if you're doing Rosetta Stone, you will definitely need a good dictionary, okay, because it's not always obvious from the visual images what is being taught, okay. And also, the thing is with Rosetta Stone, some of the stuff that you're being taught you might never use, okay. It's quite, for example, the cat, it's all very well being able to say the cat wears a yellow hat, but when are you ever going to be commenting on a cat wearing a hat? So with all these programs, it's about filling the gaps. Now, a really excellent book, which was my Bible when learning Spanish, was 501 Verbs. Okay, you need to look that one up. 501 Verbs. I think it's by Christopher Kendris, I think his name is. So definitely invest in a copy of that. So 501 Verbs. your dictionary, really good dictionary, and lots of real material, and of course watching television. Watching TV is great. It's a really passive way of learning a language. Now, Michelle Thomas and Rosetta Stone. Michelle Thomas and Rocket Spanish are good for auditory learners, people who learn by listening. Rosetta Stone is better for visual learners. And the book, the Streetwise Spanish book, which I've included in my review, is very good for those who have a grasp of the language but want more colloquial, everyday Spanish and idioms and vocabulary that you're only going to learn on the street. Hence the name, Streetwise Spanish. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today, and good luck with all your efforts in learning Spanish. Remember, it's not something which can be done overnight. It takes a lot of time and dedication, and well done for you people that are putting the effort in. It is worth it. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.